final level of the entire game. So you play as 5 different characters, and the way you want to do this is you want to keep those little time stopper buttons. You want to keep those active as much as possible to increase your time bonus as much as possible. Most of your points are going to be gotten in the 2 mech stages of this level. So the mech portions is where you're going to get most of your points. And there's a glitch you can do if you get enough distance between yourself and the time stopper. But that's only really relevant at the end. Most of the time I'll just face tank that, the artificial chaos. That way I can get an accurate shot. And so the gimmick's gonna be pretty much, my previous attempt at this level I accidentally broke it, but you just want to time it being shut down with the portions. So yeah. Tails' portion is pretty quick. Eggman's portion is significantly slower, and you're gonna get about probably 10,000 points from this section, I want to say. If you're good. So, there's quite a few enemies in Eggman's section. And it is quite easy to die in some areas. These 2 artificial chaos, you just want to walk behind and then they'll expose themselves for you. Since there's a platform down there, you can easily jump down, and I messed that up. 2 beetles will appear, and then 3 artificial chaos will come down from the ceiling. And here you want to wait until you have a stable walking path before you can hit the time stopper, and platforming on these to stall until the one that comes up goes. And the one that comes up on normal is going to be on the right side, the very right side. So we just go up until we see the door, and there's another time stopper here. And we want to stop that right as the dude comes down. And we want to turn that off right after we go through, because there's going to be... Oh wait, this is one area. Sorry. So, I want to drop down. And there's a couple artificial chaos we see on the way down. Don't drop down too far or else you won't be able to combo them. And sometimes you just can't combo them in general. You want to rush through this area to get these 2 artificial chaos, because that can insta-kill them. And you want to wait until the 2 blocks in the middle make staircase, or at least are even, and then shoot this door down as fast as possible, because you can't hit the time stopper switch. For Rouge's level, or for the rest of these stages, you just want to make it your way through as fast as you can. So there's going to be minimal enemies in Rouge's stage and the next stages, or at least very few. So we want to go through this waterfall, make sure there's no enemies, and want to wait until there's a hole just big enough for Rouge to squeeze through. Like that. So we want to kill this artificial chaos, and we want to make our way back. So, hitting the time switch again, just as there's enough room for a bridge to step through, and we'll want to wait and hit that switch, and then immediately head towards the waterfall. And that's it. A lot of this final level is pretty self-explanatory, unfortunately. For Knuckles, we want to immediately dive down and hit the switch. I usually wait a few seconds to get my bearings. And we'll want to kill this artificial chaos and go hit the switch up top. They removed those lasers. There is a hunter behind us. He won't shoot, don't worry. And then we'll want to hit the time stop just to save a little bit of time. Or I'll stop the in-game timer for a bit. There's an artificial chaos, and since we can't kill anything underwater, we'll just want to avoid them with our abilities. On the right here, there's an explosion door. Now we'll reveal a switch, and we'll be able to go to the time switch up here. Hit it again just before you go to make sure you have as much time as possible. And some of these areas have they have water or little they have currents which will push you back. Get shield here, just cause, and it'll be kind of stressful. So it's gonna be pretty close. Having the air necklace really helps in this level because there's so much water. And you should just be able to go behind this artificial chaos and hit the switch. Yeah, there we go.
System alert. Primary security lock system terminated. Initiate final defense system.
So we're going to be getting the rest of the points with Sonic. Hit time switch immediately to prevent the artificial chaos from murking you. We'll want to hit him in the head. Bonk. And we use our somersault to kill these two hunters. It gets past their shield. And be careful with that artificial chaos because you can die. Two hunters will drop from the ceiling, and we'll want to jump over the wire and bonk him. And then you want to summon. So a bug you can do is you can spin dash past. So if you spin dash past it fast enough, you can actually stop time permanently. And that's what I was trying to do here, which I failed. I'll show you better in a later mission. But in general, it's pretty useful. We want to jump up here, and then we'll want to ride the water all the way down. So time should get us the rest of the points we need here. Whee! This water just fucking kills the bitrate.
Yes! That was cool! System alert. System alert.
So for Mythic Rings, you can pretty much get it before you even finish Ignis stage, especially if you don't get hit. As with the first level, you want to keep the switch going as long as you can. So as much as possible, keep time stopped. Shoot the dynamite. Pretty much ignore every enemy unless you have to kill it. that one. You can drop straight down here and get the dynamite. I like sneaking forward here. That way I can get to artificial chaos without getting hit. It's a very, very worth time investment. Now there's a few rings in this area. So they're all on that middle platform, but very nice to get. And then you just want to keep shooting behind you as you're destroying it just before the time ends. That way you can prevent the hunters from dropping down. Eggman, you want to be a bit more careful, but in general, it's pretty similar to Tailpiece. So just make sure you don't get hit. Take out the hunters and the hornets as you see them. None of the beetles should be able to hurt you on the ascent. And you should be through before you have to worry about anything major. I stay still here for a little bit, trying to see if they're gonna do their thing, but just running behind them is usually a pretty good idea. So just drop down. I'm being a little careful here, that way I don't get hit. And the rest of the ring should be coming up pretty soon. I'm missing 4 here. That was a very risky jump, but very much worth it. Now we want to just wait for the upper block, and we should be fine. Not much in the way of enemies we need to worry about here.
Now you know why I am the best. System alert. System alert.
So for the 3rd mission, we want to rush through Tails' level as fast as we can. Pretty much just go. Like the other two, keep time stops as much as possible, but in general, we just want to make sure we have no stops along the way. A quicker way to do this would just be falling down and then hovering as you destroy the dynamite, but it's quite a bit more risky to do it that way. And hitting the time stop there is actually going to make it stop for less time. God darn it. Heck. Anyway, so shooting it actually stops it for less time than just running into it. And those are some very generous hitboxes on those weights. Like with the 2nd mission, we're going to want to keep it stopped as much as we can. And there's 2 ways we can do the 3rd. We can find the Lost Chow. There's the intended way and glitches. So for the intended way, we're going to want to go to Eggman's until I believe the final checkpoint of the area. So we're just going to want to go until the drop. So, ignoring as many enemies as possible and making sure that it's done as cleanly as possible. Minimal damage, maximum intentions. Dropping down here is much faster. I'm not sure why I didn't do it, but it is much faster. Ignore everything. I said ignore everything. Stop time, kill the nerd. I would damage boost here. Oh. Or just jumping on top of the thing. And this time, it's actually perfectly timed where we have an upper one right away. So we ride it. Ride to friend. Do do do. Do 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 do. Miss. Yeah. That was a really good time. However, I missed. I missed a door. How do you miss a door? I don't know. Anyway, so after this checkpoint, instead of dropping down, we want to shoot first, or shoot as we're crossing. I think we can actually land there, yeah. There's a child container here, but also we want to use Mystic Melody with this ancient ruin. For right now, it'll just spawn a shield bubble, which is nice, but this creates a domino effect down the line. So I'll show you once we get to Rouge's next section. We can just damage boost here with the shield, no big deal. And then timing. This is actually great timing. Damage boost through the acid, but use the blocks to get up. Activate it one more time before starting to shoot the door, and we'll shoot it down. Here I'm trying to activate it while up there, and I can't as Eggman. I think Eggman's a smidge taller. So now that we've used Mystic Melody with Eggman, a door will open for Rouge, and we can use Mystic Melody with this ancient ruin. It'll give Rouge a shield here as well, which she doesn't need, but we grab it anyways. It's a nice thing to have. Anyway, so we'll complete the rest of the Rouge's section as normal, and then we'll just exist, I guess. So dive down, and we'll just do as we normally do, accidentally damage boost to an acid, because I'm great at this game, I swear. I swear I'm actually good at this game, I'm not a failure. I mean, pause time for hitting the switch for a temporary pause, and then we'll try to time out the switch with the blocks. Hit stop. Keep accidentally damage boosting with acid, and then we'll try to. There we go. Activate the switch, and we'll go to Knuckles section. And here we'll have a series of platforms leading up to a pulley, or just a hole in the ceiling. So here we're going to want to use a Mystic Melody again, which will give us a shield that we're probably immediately going to lose. So I'm going to take a couple of seconds to just gather rings, because rings, I like rings. Anyway, so grab the timer, kill the dude, hit the spring, hit the switch, get rid of the lasers, and we'll just make our way through the rest of Knuckles' level as we normally would. Here I didn't hit the time switch because I wasn't worried about it. If you didn't notice, we've got 7.5 minutes to find Chow, which is a long time. It's a long level, but it's also a very long time to be able to find a Chow. So, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the time switch again, in case we missed, because I always like hitting it twice. And make our way through, hopefully. Okay. Don't accidentally hit the shield bubble. Almost grabbed it on instinct, actually. So timing, line yourself up, and then we'll make our way through. This place has really strong current, so it can actually just murk us. And then we'll be able to hit the switch in the Sonic section. Unfortunately, the shield won't transfer, but regardless, it's nice. And here is where we're gonna find the lost chapter. I wanted to try to time it where I could get the glitch early on, and I didn't. So yeah, you have to destroy the loreless enemy. That way we can do that. And that was very close. And so you can see here that I got the glitch. So that means we're stuck at 5.5 minutes for the rest of the time. And you can see that here, there's a trail of rings we can use. And I just completely failed at that. Sometimes it doesn't give me the momentum I need. So here you can see me do a somersault jump to get up here instead. And all you have to do is destroy those 2 artificial chaos, and we've got a Chow. That is frozen in time.
That was cool!
System alert. System alert.
So 7 minutes is plenty of time. Even with the A-rank requirement doesn't change at all, but it's not an issue. Especially if you can get that glitch with the time stop glitch. So it's pretty much the same, and the in-game counter doesn't count down, even if you do. Like, so the in-game countdown doesn't count down if time is frozen, is what I'm trying to say. And would you believe me if I said that I've never actually completed this legit? I'm not kidding. So the first time I A-ranked everything, I didn't do it legit. So yeah, I used a bug where you can go to a different stage and get a bunch of rings, and then go back to this stage and get a bunch of rings. So that artificially increases the ring count over the available rings in the stage because you only play Sonic section, and it makes it think that you have more rings that are actually available in the stage. It's kind of silly. And it's automatic A rank if you get a perfect amount of rings, or oldest rings possible. For Eggman stage, it's the same. Again, you're gonna get about majority of points from the next stages, but regardless. So yeah, first time actually A-ranking is legit. I probably have no right to be telling anyone how to do this, but it's gonna be the same as every other stage, pretty close to. Keep your combos high, you know, things like that. And here it's just a gotta go fast thing. So yeah. There I actually dropped down for once. And here I'm taking it a bit slow. That way I don't get hit by the artificial chaos. And yeah. Here I got a very, very, very good sequence of boxes. So it's quite nice. And here I won't miss my jump this time. Lol. I don't know how I missed it last time, but I'm not failing again, I swear. So that should be an extreme. Yeah. And here we just want to jump down. Probably miss a whole bunch of things. So we're gonna want to briefly stop to get the artificial chaoses on the way down and reposition ourselves around the lasers. Also get the time stop so that if we go quick enough, we can insta-kill these two. Unfortunately, these ones weren't really stacked in the way I'd like them to be, and I keep accidentally stopping the timer. I panic paused. I tend to do that when I get hit. It's just a very weird thing for me to do. I don't mean to do it, but I just tend to panic pause when I get hit. So we're just waiting it out, going a bit slow, and yeah. Blasting the door before the timer runs out. No! Trying to blast the door before timer goes off. So for the route, we just want to head up as fast as we can, and just gotta go fast. Whee! And you can see me attempt to get the rug several times, but yeah, it's just not happening. And until Sonic section, there's actually points where you don't want time paused. So unless everything's perfectly lined up, you actually don't really want time paused as much. So I'm gonna be repeatedly pausing it, that way I have as much time as possible, saved, and it's just you can't move, and I accidentally paused time with something in the way. Whoops. And go. We go. Hopefully not pausing time. There we go. Just want to pause time and get there as fast as you can. And hopefully land on the switch first try. Knuckles section is very similar to Rouge's. I always go down too far, but you just want to immediately go to the switch, hit it, and go to what's going to make progress. And not falling in between the springs. Pause time again, and then we're going to want to dive down as fast as we can. Go, Knuckles, go! There's no current here to stop you, but still not nice. Get this bomb to destroy everything, because number one, sounds annoying. Number two, you can't destroy them. Number three, it's gonna hit right where that switch is. So we want to keep time paused as much as possible. I actually don't remember if there's current here or not, but I'm pretty sure there is. Don't want to take a chance anyways. Drop down, grab the shield, and then we're going to want to go onto the switch. There is a strong current here, so we just want to make sure we go through as fast as possible. And the fastest we can go through it is... well, not that, but fastest we can go through it is just not hitting the walls and ceiling. And maybe not actually interacting with Knuckles at all. So don't swim, but make sure you don't hit the walls or ceiling. So you should be able to finish with plenty of time to spare, and you definitely should be able to get the rest of your points there as Sonic. The time manipulation glitch is very useful for time for points as well, as you can just, murk everything. But yeah, kill this artificial chaos, because you have to. He's very stressful, but you kind of have to. Have homing attack decide, yeah, no. Let's not target the thing right next to you, let's target the death. Grab the golden beetle, because he's going to be there because time stopped, but actually time stop forces the golden beetle to be there. And with the bug, you have plenty of time. So you can just stop, smell the roses, and grab every ring. Everything your heart desires, you can have. But also, I just don't want to keep you guys too long, so you should be able to get the rest of your points from the time bonus. And you should be able to get a fair amount of rings on the way down. Notice how I tend to pause the time before the 100 rings, the 100 rings time is even up anyways for second mission. That's cool to know.
Yes!
And also, you can't homing attack or spin jump after a certain point on the water slide. Just saying.
That was cool!
System alert. System alert.
So, hard mode. You can see right off the bat that Shield Hunter has been replaced with Artificial Chaos. You don't need to kill him. Enemies are a lot more aggressive, and there's a few less of the time manipulation devices. So you need to be a bit careful about that. Which means we're going to have to wait for these chaoses to attack us this time instead of... Ouch. Instead of just being able to stop time and murk them at our leisure. There's a few less beetles in this area, so a few less point opportunities, but we still require the same amount of points as normal. There's an extra laser wall here, unfortunately, and I want to walk through this, that way the time lasts longer. Get a little head start there. Ignore that nerd, because extra points. And we're going to want to walk forward and get that guy. Effectively, just play jump rope with the dude, I guess. And we'll want to... I was really careful here, I didn't want to get squished. So I ended up trying to sneak forward. So you just want to manipulate it into dropping once, and it'll reveal the time stopper move. I just wanted to kill your Artificial Chaos first because I didn't want to get hit. Very nervous. Very nervous at all. I don't know why I was so nervous, but yeah. And I was wrong. There's no time manipulation there. And then I just ignored the Artificial Chaos and get hit by it 20 times. Because... My dude! Why are you bugged? Why are you bugged, my friend? No, Artificial Chaos is broken. Well, so there's a gun beetle right there. So there's only one await on wall. And there's also a hunter right here. I'll drop down. Froze time so I could take care of him. Really didn't need to, but... And then I accidentally... You know, as you do. So yeah. Let's wait, drop down, and then keep time frozen for the rest of the time. You're gonna get a lot less of the time, because it's gonna take longer, but... Instead of the 3 shield hunters, there's going to be 2 artificial chaoses, which you'll want to manipulate into showing their faces. Separate them into... So there's a bit less opportunities for points in the Eggman section, unfortunately, means that some hunters are replaced with laser hunters, and those give less points because they're less bombs and more shoots, pew-pews. There also happens to be a drop down with your head right there. You can tell I'm out of practice. Anyway, shoot the artificial chaos. That replaces the 2 shield hunters. And there should still be 2 beetles and the trio of artificial chaoses there. And instead of 1 artificial chaos, there's 2 that are coming from the ceiling this time. So I decided to sweep the sledge, and unfortunately there's none that are rising at the moment, and the one that's going to be rising is going to be from the middle this time rather than one of the sides. The other two sides are actually going to be lowering, so that's nice. It's pretty much, that part's probably just the full muscle memory, which works. It works. And also, good luck. A good luck sign is when you accidentally punch a time manipulation device, the time switch. You want to accidentally punch it. And there's going to be a artificial chaos at the top here. And there's going to be a few extra enemies along the way and a few extra lasers. So there's a lot more lasers, which means you want to be a bit more careful going forward. And the artificial chaos here are a lot more aggressive. And the time the switches here. Don't you love grabbing rings and immediately getting it? But the time switches here are gone. So you have to do these artificial chaoses manually, which means waiting for them to show their snobby little heads. So this time, instead of there being two blocks, there's one that goes up. You have to time it very carefully. That way you can actually get up there. And don't get pushed off. So pretty much you'll want to wait for it to expose, the block to get exposed, and then you'll want to just walk off when it gets up there. And spam B. Woo! Spam the shoot button. Pew pew pew. That should be all of the next stages, and Ridges is interesting. So you're going to want to go in a roundabout circle rather than just directly flying to the next one. Which is quite nice. At least it's more of a roundabout circle. Because flying to the next one will be liable to get hit by the spike balls. The fourth one, you can just jump above them, but you can't just dive directly down either. And if I remember correctly, the time switches actually don't last. Yeah. And the blocks move significantly quicker. Look at them go. Noom! Oh. A good thing about them being slightly shorter pause times is that if you mess up, you don't have to wait so long. IRL time save. Woo! I just kind of got stuck here. Legitimately, I just straight up got stuck. I wanted to pause time before I did the switch thing, and that worked. So we're gonna have to time it carefully, and it's quite annoying, actually, with how fast these blocks move. It actually takes me a few attempts too. So we're gonna wanna. I'm trying to look to see if it's blocking my way. So we're gonna wait till there's a block directly above me. However, I don't make any time this run. Barely, but I don't make any time. What we're gonna wanna do is pause, wait till I'm lined up, and change our minds. Since I accidentally left it early and I wasn't very fast. Very hesitant. And boom. Got to the switch. A lot of these sections are just rinse and repeat. It makes it kind of annoying to listen to, probably. Knuckles' the time switch is actually moved to the third one down, and That way you don't have as much time to go to the thing. I actually have to go down and grab it again, since that artificial chaos and it's that butt just got in my way. The big ol' round boy just made me bounce. And here, instead of there being a switch, there's actually a mystic melody. And it's really hard to get out of here because I can't see anything. This is a stupid gun robot in my way. There's also a beetle here for some reason. He's just vibing. And now, if you didn't notice earlier, there's actually lasers there now. So you need to hit the time stop in order to continue. Now, you should be able to just kind of walk across the floor. It's kind of like a whole thing. Pretty easy, though. The bomb, thankfully, did not switch positions. And there are not lasers there, fortunately. And I'm just trying to find it. Whee! I'm trying to remember where it is. But there just isn't a time switch this time, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna end up getting hit. Tanking the hit here is actually a very good strategy. There's no shield here. That's a difference. So we're gonna wanna go down, line ourselves, and go. If you see from that laser right there, we're more than likely gonna get hit if we don't time this right. There's an extra crate to stop us, but we cannot be stopped. And all we have to do now is Sonic section, which will easily get us the rest of the points we need to A-rank this stage. Enemies are a lot more aggressive here, and there is not a time stop at the beginning. So I just decided to jump down to center and ignore half the enemies. Not a good idea if you're trying to get a lot of points? Maybe. Still need 7,000, and we're not gonna get much of a time bonus, right? Well, about that. I may be out of practice, but I do know what things are. I may be out of practice, but I do know the basic layout of the stage. And I do know how to get hit by random stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and do the time stop glitch because it's really easy to pull off. Get a free 1,000 points from the golden beetle. Ignore the level layout and the changes caused by hard mode because we're overpowered. Whee! And this is changes to the slide. There's a chow box on the slide now. Why is there a chow box on the slide? I have no idea. So a change to hard mode is there's artificial chaos at certain points down the slide. I'm guessing they shoot consistently and try to pew pew you to death, and they're gonna be really annoying. However, I stop time permanently. You cannot stop me. I have an ego. And they're pretty easy to take care of, and they're pretty much just free points. So just go down here, take your time, grab all the rings, grab all the, murder all the dudes. You know, casually. I don't even think they can hurt you, actually, if they're frozen like this. Which is the funny part. So yeah. Whee! And we bonk this guy. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying, oh yeah, you can't jump past a certain point. Because you can't! I'm trying to kill this guy with all my things, and I'm just giving up.
Yes!
So yeah, I hope this helps your ranking endeavors, and I hope you guys have a good day.
That was cool!